Students, how are you? Fine? Okay, very good morning. In the last class, we have studied unit quantities and use of unit quantities. Now, today, we will see governing of turbines. How the turbines can be governed and what is the importance of governing of turbines. Okay. Governing of hydraulic turbine means speed regulation. Speed is to be regulated. Governing of a turbine is necessary as a turbine is directly coupled to an electric generator. The generators are always required to run at constant speed irrespective of the variation in the load. Generators are always required to run at constant speed irrespective of the variation in the load. This constant speed n in RPM of the generator is given by the expression small f is equal to P multiplied by capital N whole upon 60, where F is the frequency for power generated in cycles per second and P is the not power, P is the number of pair of poles for the generator. Therefore, usually F is equal to 50 volts and hence N is equal to 60 multiplied by 50 divided by P, that works out to be equal to 3000 by P. Remember, N is equal to the speed in RPM, that will be 3000 by P. Remember, in future we will come across. The speed of the generator can be maintained constant only if the speed of the turbine runner is constant equal to the one given by previous equation of N. What is N? N is equal to 3000 divided by P. Don't forget where P is the poles. 3000 is constant value. 60 into F. F is 50 hertz. Therefore, N is equal to 3000 by P. It is then known as the synchronous speed of the turbine runner for which it is designed. This is achieved by means of a governor called oil pressure governor. Next, you can see here some figures how to regulate the Francis turbine and impulse turbine, that is Pelton wheel. Francis turbine is reaction turbine. How to regulate? As we already said, in case of Pelton wheel, it is controlled. The jet of water is controlled by using a spare, S-P-E-A-R, spare. Spare regulation. In case of Pelton wheel, the quantity of water is regulated, which is rejected from the turbine nozzle, and from striking the buckets, one of the following method of regulation may be adopted. That one of the regulation may be adopted is spare regulation or deflector regulation or combined spare and deflector regulation. You can see all the arrangements which have been made here. They spare to and fro movement of the spare. The spare will move to and fro. If it is moving towards the Pelton wheel, means less water is ejected. If it is moving away from the Pelton wheel, means more water jet is imparting the energy onto the buckets of Pelton wheel. So similarly, impulse turbine, centrifugal governor, even for centrifugal governor we can use. This is totally mechanical part. Each parts have been neatly printed on this figure. You yourself, whenever find free time, you can go through it. Is self-understanding for you. I need not have to explain these things because it is concerned with mechanical engineer in charge when the work is carried out by that turbine to see how it is regulated. Governing of reaction turbines. In a reaction turbine, the discharge is controlled by varying the area of flow between the adjacent guide vanes. The guide vanes are connected to the regulating ring through links. The regulating ring is connected to the regulating lever through two regulating rods. The regulating ring is thus connected to the regulating shaft, which is operated by a servo motor. The servo motor, oil sump, control valve and system of pipes, etc. are similar to that in the governing arrangement of an impulse turbine. The component parts are stronger as the greater energy is required to move the gates as compared to the spare in the nozzle of a Pelton turbine. Is it clear? Very simple to understand. These are all self-understanding, dead theoretical. Governing of reaction turbine. Figure is here. All the parts are shown very nicely. You yourself at least do some homework. Everything, if it is spoon speeded, then what is your role? At least you start looking at the figures, try to understand on your own, because here it is more mechanical engineer role. It is not of much civil engineer's role. That's why I do not wish to explain the mechanical part more. Okay? It will be get bored unnecessarily. Thank you very much. We will continue the last class of this unit 5 in the next class. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day. Or have a nice day. That too.